What's up, guys? Lil's Pressure Washing here. We are on the scene of a very dirty job. So this is not your typical dumpster wash. This is a very dirty dumpster wash. So I had them move this dumpster out here. And as you can see behind me, beneath this vegetation and this dirt and trash, there is concrete, but we got to find it. So I've got a big flat shovel, a square shovel. We're going to dig down. We're going to put all that in the dumpster, all the trash, and then we're going to treat all this grease and oil and just all the dirt that's down here. We're going to get all that up, and then we're going to treat with some chemicals, and then we're going to come back with a surface cleaner. We're going to go over it with the surface cleaner, and then we're going to rinse, and then we're going to post treat. So hopefully we can get this place right here looking really good. So without further ado, let's get started. First, we're going to get the shovel and we're going to scrape everything up and put it in this dumpster right here. All right, guys, 20 minutes later, I'm finally getting to the concrete over here. I was able to get all the trash up. It's hot out here. I'm gonna be going to get some type of wheelbarrow to scoop the rest of this dirt up, because when I start pressure washing, I don't want it to be like muddy. So also, listen, there was no drain here, so I had to cut a drain all the way out to here. So I gotta cut all this through the grass, right? I gotta cut this grass up here, go down through here, clean all this out, all the way down here, make sure it's able to drain. So there's got to be, the problem is the water from the rain is collecting back here and it's not going anywhere. And people's urinating back here, you know, people that walk around out here, they pee and poop and do all kinds of stuff back here. So it stinks really bad. It really needs to be cleaned, and that's why we're here today. So this was, like I said, we got hundreds of pounds of dirt up so far with that flatbed shovel. And now we're about to move to the next step, which will be getting the wheelbarrow to get the rest of the dirt up. And then we'll start the pressure washing process. guys, so now we're finally at the part we're gonna pressure wash, right? So I went ahead and filled a 5-gallon bucket. I put some Dawn. I put about, let's say, this much Dawn in there. I put pretty heavy with it. And now I'm gonna use my sodium hydroxide. So, and the sodium hydroxide is white powder like this, right? Always make sure you wear gloves and respirator and all that good stuff. So I take and I fill it up about halfway full, right here. Halfway full, make sure I have cold water, and I sprinkle it in slow. Make sure I don't splash anywhere. Make sure I secure that right back up. I always make sure no moisture gets in here. And then what I do is I always keep a mixing stick. This is what I would recommend as a mixing stick. You can get a broom. This works really good. It's an old mop handle, right? So I'll take this and it fits right inside my trailer next to the rails. And I'll take it, I'll mix it slow, right? I'll mix it slow. And the more you mix it, the thicker it gets and the warmer it gets. It don't get piping hot, but it does warm up. It's the chemicals reacting. You can use it without the soap. I like to use the soap to get some suds and kind of see where I'm at when I'm cleaning. And plus it makes it a little thicker and it cleans a little better in my opinion. So you don't want to mix this with acid, you know, but it's okay with soap from what I've seen over the years and what I've used. But always use precaution and always check and do your due diligence. So we'll mix this up for a little bit and I'll set the stick to the side. And what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna put the camera down, but I'm gonna pour that. I usually X-jet it, but since I'm in a small confined area, there's no need for that. I'm just gonna soak it. I'm gonna soak this with 5 gallons of chemical. Soak it really good. And I would brush it, but I'm not gonna brush it because there's still a little bit of dirt on the ground. I couldn't get all of it up, obviously. And then we're gonna come back with a surface cleaner. So I'm gonna set the camera down and we're gonna go to work. All right, so the next step is I take the chemicals we just mixed and I'm gonna start up here because the ground's going down. This is where the grease area is at. And I'm gonna drench it. I'm gonna drench it, every bit of it. And then I'm gonna go and I'm gonna mix one more exactly the same. I'm gonna double up on this one. About a cup, 2 cups sodium hydroxide, a heap of help in the Dawn, cold water up, mix it, be right back. All right guys, I got my second 5 gallon. This is 10 gallons total. I'm gonna go back over the spots again. And this time I'm gonna come down here, make sure I get these corners, get all the spots I missed. I'm gonna throw a little bit on the side of the grease metal box right here. Then I'm gonna go rinse this out, put it upside down so when I leave, it's nice and dry and I can put stuff in there without it getting wet. All right guys, it's time to rock and roll. My chemical's been working a little bit, as you can tell. I'm gonna start at the bottom and work my way up so I can make the soap instead of going like this. I'm gonna work with against gravity. Coming up really well. I'm gonna go get a mask on. As you can see, it's getting a lot of grease out. We got that bagged over there, so nothing to go down it. And then when we're done, we'll be able to put some fresh water and make sure everything's flowing. So let's get back at it. I gotta move this barrel right here to get underneath it. As you can see, it's never been cleaned under there. Right now I'm going to take this ball valve off from the surface cleaner and I'm going to rinse this out. We're going to hit the edges and use this basically as a wand. But with 10 gallons a minute, it's a lot better than a wand in my opinion and faster. At this point, we're going to do a little bit more rinsing and then I'm gonna hit it with some post-treatment. So I'm gonna stop the video now and then I'll show you the finished product, okay? All right guys, we're finally done. Behind me, all this was grass and weeds and dirt. We got it cleaned up, we got all that up and we're about to get out of here. So we cut a drain line all the way over here. And this is one of those times I wanted to share with you guys, you go above and beyond for the customer. Always treat the customer the best you can, and some jobs are going to be harder than the others, but you roll with it and you treat them like this and they'll take care of you. Make sure you subscribe to my channel guys. If you're not, hit the like, share, follow me on all social media. Until next time, wash on.